So what my dad likes to say is that, you really don't know what you're doing unless you're really articulate about, what your product is, unless you have a really good pitch, because that means you have a passion. That means you're super passionate about it. That means that, you know what you're about. So in terms of articulation, when did that come for you with, any of your projects? When did that articulation start to, come, like when you meet some dude in a coffee shop and, you can give like the most amazing pitch and, that guy's like getting super jazzed about it. He's like, wow, that sounds amazing. Yeah. At what point did that come for you?
The idea of the pitch, the very, very concise pitch, starts from really from teaching. And this goes back to the box. So here's your box, and you should be able to define what's in that box very, very easily. And so when I was teaching, I always said, well, what's your elevator pitch? And the students all had different ideas. And we'd first day of class, what's your elevator pitch? And they would kind of stumble over the words and this and that. And for me, with the Fat Bike Company, it was really, really easy, because what do? Well, we make mountain bikes with fat tires. Everybody gets it, right? Yeah. That's simple. And if you have, on the elevator, if you have a couple more floors, well, we make them light, and we have changed the geometry, and we've done a whole bunch of things. And you can add the different components. But it's really all about, what do? We make fat tires and happen to, put a nice frame on it, and it's a downhill bike. Yeah. So, and that's it. It doesn't have to be more complicated. And oftentimes people will make them more complicated than they need to be. I've heard awful elevator pitches. And it's just like, look, you've lost me. I have no idea what your company does. Yeah. And so again, like the focus group, go to your friends, family, anybody. Hey, listen to this. What do you think? Do you understand what I'm going to do? And if they're saying, huh, you might want to work on it.
I think that's the danger in, building something that's not, a bike with fat tires, especially, with what we're doing here. It's I don't have a perfect pitch yet, because, it's really just adapting from, one thing to the other. I think that's what's hard for, I think, a lot of people is, I can't really describe it, because, we do like so much, but, getting that passion aligned, getting that, really, really extreme focus on what you're doing.
Yeah, but you've told me nothing about your product, right? But if I'm going to give you your pitch, I'm going to say, I'm going to teach you 5 chords. Yeah. On the guitar, which are the most common chords. And oh, by the way, I'm going to give you the book that has 1,000 songs associated with those 5 chords. And in 2 weeks, you're going to be able to play 1,000 songs. Let's say that was your pitch. Any questions?
Yeah, I mean, it's very
spot
specific.
on, right? Boom, you get it, right? And for that, it's $19.95 a week for the next 20 years, right? Wouldn't that be nice? But, and book 2 is the next 5 chords.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's, but instantly, you know exactly what I'm doing. He's going to teach me 5 chords. I might have to learn how to strum a little bit. And here's 1,000 songs, which is the playbook, and I can play every single one of those. Easy, done, over with. No explanation required. And I'm not at the 5th floor on the elevator yet, right? So if you're making it more complicated than that, then I'm going to say pause. And are you sure you need all of those extra widgets and options for me, I make a fat bike. It's a mountain bike with big tires, and I'm going to let you pick a bunch of different colors and components. That's about as complicated as it ever gets.